Hello and welcome back to AI Lab. In my last video, I mentioned that I would do a video on how I create my animated short stories for YouTube. So this is the video. If you want to learn how to make short animated films for YouTube, then this is the video for you. And if you don't, then that's okay. You can watch this as well. This is a channel that I just created a few days ago. It is called Tiny Animated Studio, and I've created 3 short films so far, as well as 3 shorts. And I did it all with the help of AI, down to the banner and logo. It is all with the help of ChatGPT. And I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. All you're going to need is to create your YouTube channel. You're going to need to have ChatGPT. I have the paid version, and also you're going to be needing Whisk to create the images with, and Grok to create the videos with. That is everything that I used to come up with all of these cute little videos made for kids. Now remember, if you're creating a channel for children under 17, you have to make sure that you let YouTube know that. They're gonna automatically turn off your comments and stuff like that. So if this is not the route you want to go, then maybe you can use this to create something else that will be for 18 and over, for an audience of 18 and over. But I wanted to give this a try to see how it goes for me. And so far I have 6 subscribers, so not bad whatsoever for just being 4 days old. And let's just get to it. So the first thing you need to do is go to ChatGPT. These prompts, I'm going to have them listed down below in a Google document. Now, I can't take credit for this prompt. I got it from someone on YouTube, and I just don't remember who. I have so many saved videos on YouTube that I just can't remember where exactly I got it from. So I apologize for that. But this is what I've been using to create my animated movies, and I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. So you're going to run this prompt. The first prompt is just two prompts. It's going to give you 5 short story ideas, as you can see here. And then the second prompt is going to be this one here. You're going to take one of those short stories that it generated for you. You're just going to copy the story itself. So right here like this. Let me just show you. I'll copy it. So since I already have a running theme here, I already started with my stories, I'm going to show you how I go about it. So the first thing you're going to do, after you've done your first prompt, you're going to go ahead and take your second prompt, which is this one here. I'm just going to copy it because I already have it in here, from here. I'm just going to go all the way down. This is a long one. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to add it to ChatGPT, Command V, and I'm not going to press go yet. I'm going to go back up and grab the next story that I want to create, which is number 4, because I already did 3 of them. So I'm going to go to number 4, which is this one right here. A teenage girl struggles with social anxiety and discovers her voice after joining a school media club and helping produce a short documentary. So I'm going to take it from here, a teenage girl, all the way down to right there. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go here to where I paste my prompt, and I'm going to scroll down, and right here where it says middle KH, on your prompt you're going to see place story idea here, and you're just going to place it in there. So I'm just going to remove this right up to here, and I'm going to paste my 4th story just like that, and then I'm going to hit generate. Just wanted to show you the prompt. So this is prompt 1, and then the second one here. So right here where it says insert story idea here, that's where you would insert your story idea before you start the generation. So as you saw me place my story idea in here, that's where you would implement it at. I just wanted to make that clear so you're not confused about where you're supposed to insert. All right, so now it's going to give us our story overview, and the story title is Finding the Frame, and then it's going to give you a summary of what the story is about. It's going to tell you how many scenes, how many shots per scene, and the total number of characters. The next thing it's going to give you is the characters. So what you want to do is take the characters and generate them in Whisk AI before you do anything else. So right from the age of 16 to confident, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go over to Whisk, and I just want to show you, this is where I have all of my stories already done, and I just save them in here in my Whisk so they don't go anywhere, and I just named them so I know which ones they are. But you just want to go to a new Whisk page, and when you go into Whisk, it's going to look like this. You just want to make sure you come here, you lock the seed, and then you go here and you put 16:9, because I'm going to make this for a YouTube video, not a short. So if I wanted to make it for a short, I will go 9:16. So I'm going to go 16:19. Well, actually, for the characters, I'm going to go 1:1. When it's time to start generating the images for the videos, then I'll do 16:9. But for the characters, I'm just going to do 1:1. And I'm going to leave it as that. And then I'm going to paste my first prompt here for my first character. I'm going to scroll up. And right here where it says female, I'm going to put 3D animation, just so it knows that I want it to be a cartoon, because sometimes it gives you realistic images. So I just wanted to make sure that it knows what I want. And then I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to start generating 2 images. This is what it gave me. And that's pretty okay for me. So I'm just going to move on to the next character, which is Jordan Alvarez, age 17. I'm just going to copy this. Copy, and then go back to Whisk. Let me close this one so I don't get confused. I'm going to delete this, paste this, go back up, and do the same thing. I'm going to do 3D animation and hit generate. And here is what it gave me, and I'm happy with that. So continue to do this until you have all of your characters, and we'll go on to the next step. I generated all of my characters. Now, if you don't like the way a character looks, you can always regenerate. Remember, Whisk is free. You can do as many images as you want. So if you don't like how they turn out, just hit the regenerate again, and it will generate for you. But I'm happy with the characters. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take each character, and I'm going to open this up here on the left-hand side. And where it says subject, I'm going to put my first image in there. Now I got to choose between one of these two. And I'm going to choose this one because the camera is around her neck. So I'm going to choose this one. And then I'm going to do plus. So I add the next subject, which is this guy right here. I'm going to choose this one. So I'm just going to drag it into here. Go back up. Press plus again. And I'm going to choose, I think, this one. I'm going to drag it over here. And then one more time, because we have 4 characters. And I think I'm going to go with this one. I like her. She's cute. So we're going to drag her in there. And that's it. Those are 4 characters. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to make sure that I'm on 16:9. And I'm going to go here. Whoops, here. And make sure that this is still locked. It is. I'm going to go back to my ChatGPT. And as you can see, it has given us the image generation prompts already, and the video prompts as well. And it's going to start with 5 of them, okay? So it gives, sometimes it will give you 5, sometimes it will give you 6. Depends on the story that is being written. So this is scene 1 that is given you. And what you have to do is, after these are generated, you have to go in and type in next. So what I like to do is do this for all of them. I type in next, 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 until I have all of my scenes and generated. So I can then extract all the image prompts separately, so I can go back to Whisk and use the extension that I showed in my first video about this, so I can implement that into the extension. So just gonna go on and say next, hit generate, and just keep doing this until the end of the story. You're gonna see when it tells you that it's the end of the story. All right, we have reached the end. As you can see, it says end of film. So that is a total of 10 scenes. So now what you want to do is put in this prompt right here. Extract the image generation prompts for scenes 1 through 10 into a text file, no headings, one prompt per line. And it's going to do exactly what it's asking. And as you can see, it extracted every single image prompt into one single file. It's still doing it. It's a lot of prompts. This is time consuming. That's why the Whisk extension comes in handy when it comes to implementing all of these prompts instead of doing it one by one. But I must say that it is not perfect. That extension is not perfect. I tried it and it got the characters wrong. Like it switched them up somehow. I mean, it's AI, right? It can't get everything correctly. But as you can see, it generated every single one of the prompts. It's still going. Okay, this is the end of it. So what you're going to do is going to just copy all this. Make sure you don't go over to right here. So I'm going to go Command C. And so you're going to go over to Whisk and you're going to open up your extension. All right, here is where it gets tricky. So this story has more than 3 characters. When it comes to Whisk, you can only add 3 images that are checked like this. If you do more than 3 images, it's not going to work because it just doesn't let you do more than 3 images. I don't know why. I wish they would let you do more, but they don't. So for this story, I'm going to have to do this one prompt at a time because I don't want to confuse Whisk. It's going to confuse the characters. It's not going to know which character is which. Like if I was to, let's say, grab the first 2 characters and put them in one picture together so I can be able to just do 3 images, it's not going to know which character is which. I hope I'm making sense. So let's say you just had 3 characters, then yes, you can just run this auto Whisk extension if you wanted to. You will go here to version 7.5.1 classic and you will put your prompts in there. Just paste them in here and then you will scroll down. You will hit where it says start and then you will say run this project. I'm not going to do it because I have more than 3 characters. So this is how you would auto generate all the images without having to do it one by one. Me, I have to do it one by one because I have 5 characters. I hope I'm making sense. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. All right, so since I'm not going to use this, I'm just going to get out of there. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and grab my first prompt. Command copy, go back to Whisk, and then I'm going to put it here. I'm going to read through it to see who is in this image. And as you can see, it's only Maya that is in this image, which is the first character. So I am going to uncheck the rest of them because they are not in the image. Okay? Just Maya. And I'm going to hit generate. And here we have our first image. If you like it, you just go on to the next. You go and grab the second prompt. Go back to Whisk, paste, and then read through it. Make sure that you have the characters that you need, and it's only Maya again. So I'm just going to leave Maya by herself checked. I'm going to click generate, and you're just going to keep going like that. And then grab the next one, go back to Whisk, and and paste the next prompt. Read through it, make sure it's only Maya in the scene. So yes, it's only Maya. I'm going to click generate. All right. You get the point, right? So if it was somebody else, you just click on the somebody else and unclick Maya. Now, if it's both of them together, then you will click both of them. If the prompt calls for both of them, then you would click on both of them. And remember, you can only do 3 characters at a time. What I usually do, if it says that all of the characters are in the image, I will go ahead and take at least 2 of them and generate an image of just them 2 standing side by side. That way I can put it here on the side. I would add it here, and I will have the image of 2 characters here. So if I needed to do more than 3 characters, it will be the 2 in one image and then 1 in 1. I hope that makes sense. So then after you have all of your images created, what you want to do is go ahead and download your first image that you need to make into a video. So choose between which one you want. I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to download it. I'm going to go to Grok. I'm going to go to my downloads folder. That's where it downloaded to. I'm going to grab this image. I'm going to drop it into Grok. And then I'm going to go back to my ChatGPT. And right under the first image prompt is going to be the first video prompt that goes with the image prompt. So you're going to copy that. And you're going to go back into Grok. And you're going to paste your prompt there. And then you're going to hit generate. Now, before I do all this, I want to make sure that you guys go to your settings, and right where it says behavior, you scroll down, and you make sure that where it says enable automatic video generation is turned off. That way it doesn't start generating as soon as you put in your image. It's going to generate when you prompt it to. So now I'm going to hit generate, and I'm glad this happened so I can show you. I have no more video generations left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go new incognito window. I'm going to go to Grok. And I'm going to sign in with a different Google account. So log in with Google. I'm going to log in with this one because it's already here. So I'm going to go to Imagine. I'm going to do the same exact thing that I just did. I'm going to drag my image. I'm going to click Command V to paste my prompt, and I'm going to hit generate. And it's going to start generating my video. Alright, so here's our first video. If you like what you see, all you have to do is click here with the 3 little dots and upscale your video before you download it. As you can see, it says it's upscaling. Once it's done, you're going to see HD right here. You're going to go down here where it says download and click download, and you're going to download it to wherever it is that you want to download your videos to. And you're going to continue to do this until you have every video generated. My advice to you is to stay organized. That way you're not confused as to what you have generated and what you have not generated. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I have. Here's the video and the image side by side, right? So the image, the video, I'm going to prompt this to be number 1 as well as the video. This is going to be number 1 and number 1. That way I know what they are. And then since I have my mic attached to my computer, I cannot attach my external hard drive. Is where I save everything to keep my Mac not too full with images and videos and stuff like that, because then I will run out of space, right? So I already have a folder that is dedicated to this, to my animations for YouTube. So that's where I will save these at. And then when I'm ready to put them all together to create the video for YouTube, I have them all in one folder. And then I can go ahead and open up my iMovie. This is where I do my editing at. I will paste them in here and edit them, add transitions, whatever it is that you want to do to them. And then the next thing that I do is I go to Suno and I create a background sound for my movie. All right, so I go to create, and then of course I ask ChatGPT to help me with that. I already have a Suno chat ready for me, so all I have to do is go and copy my prompt, which is this one right here. I will add this to my Google Doc, so you have it for yourself as well. And I'm gonna paste it here, and then I'm gonna change the name here to the name of the story that I'm creating right now, and then of course add the summary of the story, and then I'll hit generate, and it's gonna give me a prompt to take to Suno. I will paste it here. I will click instrumental, and I will hit create, and it will give you two different songs. This is the one that I created for my last video, and I'm just gonna play you a little bit of it. All right, and then it gave me this one. And I went with this one. As you can see, I checked it off so I can know that this is the one that I used. If I want to use this at on a different video, I can do that as well. As you can see, I use Suno a whole lot. I love Suno. I create all types of sounds in here. If you want to learn about Suno and how to create music with Suno, please let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to come back and make a tutorial on that. Anyway, back to the animation video in hand. So after I generate my song, I'll drag it in here underneath all the where the videos will be, and that's it. That is how I create my animation movies. And then of course you also want to use ChatGPT to help you come up with the caption and the title and everything that is needed for your video to upload to YouTube. So I'm gonna go here to this one here. Let me see. I already have one ready, my ChatGPT, and all I do is I come in here and I copy my prompt. If you want this prompt, I'll also add it to the Google Doc. And then of course I change this around. I will put the summary of the story that I'm creating right now in here, so it can come up with a cool YouTube title, YouTube caption, and tags. And that is basically how I come up with all of my little movies that I put onto YouTube. I hope that you guys understood this tutorial. I'm not great at myself, but I hope that the visuals help, because that's how I learn. I learn by seeing, not hearing. So if this was helpful, please let me know in the comments, and please subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I do upload again. Let me know what else you want to see from this channel. I'm happy to bring it to you.